Morning everyone. This week we're going to do a Mandala flow. Okay, Mandala just means circle in Sanskrit, but it's a very spiritual multi-pattern shape really. I'm sure you've all seen mandalas. Anyway, this is a Mandala flow, so we're going to go around the mat. Okay, so we're going to be facing all different ways. We take our time, so don't worry about it. And let's get going then. So settle everything down, okay? Come into your comfortable straight-backed position, okay? Whether that's cross-legged, kneeling, sitting in a chair is fine too. Okay, but close your eyes, feel into your body, and settle everything down. Relax everything, feel everything. Observe your mind, see how you're feeling today. Okay, just accept whatever's there, don't worry about it. And start to settle on your breath and your breathing. I want you to focus a little bit on your breath work. So first of all, as we inhale, I want you to feel the air going into the lower part of your lungs, and imagine it as sort of three parts. So feel your front of your torso pushing forward as you inhale, and then think about the sides of your body pushing out to the sides, and then into your back. Okay, so lower part of the lungs, think of it as three parts: front, sides and back. And as you inhale, feel that expansion. Okay, your body pushes out to the sides, forwards, sides and back. Okay, so just focus on that, the lower part of the lungs. And then on the next inhale, think about the middle part of your lungs, same thing, so pushing into the front of your torso, sides, ribs, feel them expand, and into your back, so feel your body pushing backwards, you're not moving anything, okay, apart from taking oxygen into your body. Okay, a couple of those. And then think about the upper part of your lungs, so same thing, pushing into the front part of your lungs in the upper part. Out to the sides, your ribs really expand in the upper part as you breathe in, and then out to the back as well. A little bit more difficult to feel that, right up in the upper part of your back. A couple of those. And then let's try and combine it all together, okay? So as you inhale, pushing into the lower part of your lungs, front, sides and back. Middle part, front, sides and back. Upper part, front, sides and back. Okay, that's all part of the 9-part breathing process, but try and feel all of those bits. You can focus and take your time as long as you need to feel that, but it's a really good way of expanding and breathing to start us all off. Okay, so final large expansion, focusing on those parts, and then just return to your normal breathing. Equal breaths in, equal breaths out. Feel through your body again, make sure it's all nicely relaxed. And then just open your eyes, take a soft focus on the floor. Bring your hands into prayer mudra in front of your chest, give them a bit of a wobble side to side, feel it sort of centered in your body, okay, as a natural position. Relax your elbows, okay, pull your chin in, feel your spine. Press into your hands, so start to press hands together, push into all parts of it, the base, the round, around the sides of your palms. Okay, there's a hollow bit in the middle. Press into your lower knuckles and your upper knuckles. Press into your fingers. Okay, now you should feel the muscles in the side of your body engage. Okay, so hold it there, keep pressing as you allow your hands to go to the ceiling. Okay, try and keep a little bit more difficult the higher you go to keep pressing, but try pull the hands back, try and relax your head and neck, so try not to allow it to affect, or that's quite difficult, I know. And then soften that pressure, and then bring your hands out to the sides, palms facing up. Okay, just feel through your arms, from your shoulders all the way to your fingertips, press the arms out to the sides. Okay, nice deep breath in. Bring your arms back up. As you exhale, open the arms, twist to the right hand side. Okay, try and bring the arms in line. with each other. Doesn't matter how far you've twisted, but just bring them in line. Hold. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, open arms, twist the other way. Inhale, come back up. Okay, press the fingers up to the ceiling, shoulders or hands in line with your shoulders, and then pull the hands back. Nice and slowly, allow your arms to come forwards, parallel with the floor, and then feel the separation in your shoulder blades. Press them out, nice deep breath in. Turn the palms to face out, okay, and really rotate so your thumbs point to the floor, fingertips pointing upwards, okay. Feel the internal rotation in your shoulders, and then breaststroke, okay. Extending through the arms all the way back. Try and keep them at the same level. Squeeze your hands together. Okay, you can gently push your chest forward a little bit, but try not to puff up the chest like a pigeon. Okay, keep breathing. Okay, relax your arms, bring them behind you, intertwine your fingers, press the backs of hands to the floor. Okay, feel the squidge in your shoulder blades, and then we'll just tilt forward and lift the hands at the same time. Lift your arms, hold, relax, and then release. Come back up. Bring your hands onto your thighs. Okay, nice and slowly release your chin to your chest. Okay, feel through your spine. Okay, your head is sort of 90 degrees, so your spine really flexes quite a lot in your upper part of your body. Okay, as you inhale, release your head back up. Look up at the ceiling if it's comfortable. Okay, and sort of squidge your neck down, your head down if it's comfortable to do so. Okay, just bring it to a point of comfort. Shouldn't be uncomfortable doing this. And then hold and look up. Push your chin to the ceiling. Soften, come back up. Release your head to the left-hand side. Okay, and then just try and soften all of the muscles that you feel, and gently push your shoulder girdle towards the floor. Okay, you'll find if you just take your time, your body or your neck muscles will relax. Okay, allow your head to gently fall forwards. Okay, follow the stretch. Come back and tilt your head back. Feel the stretch sort of go into your shoulder and this sort of yoke of your shoulder. Okay, relax, come back to where we started. Come back up all the way straight up to the other side. Nice and slowly, feel the difference now. You're squidging one side and stretching the other. Allow the head to fall forward. Shoulder girdle towards the floor, by the way. Head back up. Nice and slowly backwards. And then back to the centre. And then back up. Beautiful. Okay, just whatever position you're in, try and stand up. We always try and do this without using our hands. Okay, so wherever you are, it's easy for me, I'm on blocks. Okay, just try and stand up without hands in whichever way you can. Come to a standing position. Okay, feel through your body. Okay, nice natural position, feet on the floor, and feel the soles of your feet first of all. Okay, so make sure they're nicely connected. Press into the sort of the soles of your feet around the edges. You can feel the sort of arches lifting away from the floor. Okay, so press into your outer soles through the heels into your toes. Okay, soften your knees so the weight of your body pushes down. Pelvis scooping, so you can scoop, take the flare off if it feels comfortable, which naturally sort of stretches the front part of your thighs. Okay, and then create space between the tops of your hips and the bottom of your ribs. Okay, so everything sort of goes. Okay, you can bring your hands to prayer mudra. Relax your elbows. Pull your shoulders either level or back. Okay, tuck your chin in and lift for the sky. So sort of energetically from your feet all the way through your body. Okay, so everything's pressing upwards. So you're feeling long. Close your eyes and then just take a couple of nice, deep, steady breaths. Okay, on the next inhale, arms out to the side, up into raised arm pose. Okay, shoulder width, press the fingers up to the ceiling. Okay, extend through the front of your body, feel it stretch up, press into your toes, lift, and try and remain stable for a couple of breaths. Okay, final breath in, nice and slowly, come onto your heels, bend your knees, we're going to come into chair pose. Okay, so we bring our weight into our heels as we come down. Bum as close to the floor as comfortable. Okay, don't overdo it. See your thigh muscles. Try and keep sort of your legs in line, so try not to let your knees fly out or in. Come down as far as you're comfortable. Try and keep your upper arms in line with your ears. Tendency to go forward and stuff, but just do your best. Breathe. Pendulum your arms forward. Okay, and try and come down so you can tickle your fingertips on the floor. Okay, so we're still in this sort of chair pose. And then just hold, and then nice and slowly pendulum back up. Okay, and then start to straighten up. Bring your weight to your right foot first of all, and then lift your other foot. Try and bring your knee sort of 90 degrees. Lift, press your fingers up to the ceiling. Extend everything, okay, in this balance. And then nice and slowly come to the floor, come back down into chair pose. Okay, pendulum the arms forward, come down as far as you can. Don't worry if you can't touch your fingers on the floor. Try and bring the weight into your heels, tickle the floor, nice and slowly start to come back up. Weight to the other foot this time, so the opposite one. As you come up, lift the other leg. Pick a focal point, okay, as you're coming into a balance, okay. Don't want to move your head too much or let your eyes wander. Focus, press up to the ceiling. If you bend that balancing knee, you should stabilize, pressing the weight into that single sole. Nice and slowly, bring the foot to the floor, come down into chair pose. Bring your hands together. Come down as far as you comfortably can. Weight in the heels. Nice deep breath in, twist to the right hand side first of all. Okay, if you can link the elbow, you can press into it and help the twist. Try and do it with the breath. So as you inhale, soften the twist. As you exhale, press into your elbow and use the exhale, twist a little bit further. Nice and slowly engage those muscles of your core as you come round. Take a breath in, exhale, twist the other way. Link the elbow, forearms in line, elbows pointing up and down. Okay, use the breath, help you twist, press into the elbow. Final breath, nice and slowly, arms out to the side, come up into raised arm pose, and if you're not at the front of the mat, come to the front of the mat. Okay, press up, extend, breathe, and then as you exhale, coming into a forward fold, nice and slowly, bend the knees as much as you need to, feel through your back. Okay, bring your fingers into the crease between your torso and your legs, and then what I want you to do is try and squish your fingers in that crease. Now you probably have to bend your knees a little bit to do this. Okay, but try and feel as though you're squishing your fingers. Okay, keep the squish, and then allow your bum to push to the ceiling. Straighten your legs a little bit, in other words. Okay, don't overdo it. Feel it in your hamstrings. Relax your head and neck. Breathe. Keep squishing those fingers. Nice and slowly. Come back up. Release. Come into a half forward fold. You can just let your arms hang. Okay, but nice flat back. Okay, so allow your arms to hang. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Okay, if you can keep that flat back, keep trying to straighten your legs. Feel that engagement in your hamstrings. Now squeeze your hamstrings as you do this. Okay, so you're feeling them engaged. Okay, from the where they attach here, all the way up into your bum. Okay, so squeeze them so they're engaged, and then try and sort of soften them. I know that sounds a bit of a contradiction, but it really helps if you engage your muscles to allow them to stretch a little bit. Okay, as I'm doing this, I can feel my fingers moving closer to the floor. Okay, it sort of naturally allows your body to
release into a pose. Okay, so again, my fingers are tickling on the floor now. It was difficult at first, but now they're there. Okay, don't worry about where you are. Okay, you might not be down there, you might be even further down. Okay, breathe, a couple of breaths, nice and slowly, fingertips to the floor. We're going to come into lunge position, so nice and slowly, right leg comes back into lunge. Okay, again, allowing our body just to get used to this move. Hip flexor, big stuff this, okay, the anti-sit sort of movement. Okay, allow your pubic bone to float down. Just allow it to get used to the position. A couple of breaths here. And then bringing the left leg back to join the right into downward dog. Okay, bicycling the legs a little bit, bending the knees. Okay, allow the bum to push back to the bottom of the mat. Nice and slowly, straighten the legs. Breathe. And then nice and slowly, we're going to come into a plank position, but we're going to sort of roll through the spine. So allow your lower back to push to the ceiling, then mid-ribs up to the ceiling, and then shoulders. So we're lifting up on tippy toes. And then you can see me coming down into plank position, moving the legs slightly further back. Pushing into your toes, pushing your heels back. Okay, bum just above the horizontal. Squeeze hands to toes into plank position. Nice deep breath in as you exhale. Knees, chest, chin. Soften the elbows. Okay, 8-limb pose. Pushing bum to the ceiling, elbows into your side. Coming into cobra, so completely flatten, point the toes. Come up into cobra. I would, but I'm squashing the dog. Okay, nice and slowly coming back into downward dog. And then right leg comes forward into lunge. Now try and squeeze that knee up into your chest. Lift everything high. It gives you space to place your foot. Okay, now we're on the other side in the lunge. So just take a couple of moments to feel that hip flexor. Everything here, pubic area into your left hip. Okay, nice and slowly push forward. Come into forward fold once more. Hold for a couple of moments in forward fold. Just get rid of this wire. Grab hold of your elbows. Allow your head and neck to hang. Gently sway from side to side. Breathe. Nice and slowly release. Arms out to the sides. Straightening up. Stretching everything up to the ceiling. Palms together, coming down into Pramudra. Okay, we're going to start our journey around the mat then. So inhaling, arms up into raised arm pose. Exhaling, swallow dive into forward fold. Okay, just feel everything in your body as you move from one position to the other. Enjoy that journey. Come into forward fold. Right leg comes back into lunge again, so the same leg we started on before. This time hold, and then just turn around to that side of the mat. Okay, into wide leg forward fold. Try and bring your toes sort of gently together, so not pointing out, but just slightly pointing inwards. Soften the knees if you need to. Come into your natural forward fold position, wide legged. Okay, just allow the body to get used to it again. Feel the differences, okay, in this forward fold. You can feel it hip-wise particularly. Okay, outside of your thighs. Okay, press into the outsides of your feet as you hold this position, okay, where you can do lots of different things, pushing into different parts of your sole to engage other things. Now, but what I wanted to do is push into the outside of the sole of your foot and then pull your feet together, okay, and feel the inner thigh muscles fire up, squeeze them. Hold it there, breathe. Okay, bring your hands onto your legs. We're going to bring the weight over to the right hand side first of all. Okay, just feel it into your hip, don't come too far. Flow from one side to the other, so bend one leg, straighten the other. Okay, you can use your hands, you can come down like a Cossack, bending, straightening that leg, pulling the toes to the ceiling. Okay, your bum can be as low as you want it to be. You can float from side to side without your hands, but support them if you need them. Cossack, other side again, back into our forward fold, and then coming up into sort of wide-legged position, arms out to the side. Press the fingers up to the ceiling. Okay, feel the difference in this wide leg position. You can still soften the knees, squeeze the feet together, feel those inner thigh muscles firing up. Nice deep breath in, once more, swallow dive. Come into half extended forward fold, so halfway down. Okay, again, bending the knees if you need to, take the pressure off of the back, and then your arms, try and bring them forward. Okay, there's a lot of pressure in relation to your low back, but bend your knees, it will take it off. Try and be a straight line, okay, pushing forward between hips and fingers. Okay, final breath here, nice and slowly, coming back to the floor, and then keep flowing, going around the mat, okay, coming into lunge position, facing the other way on your mat. Again, take a couple of moments. Okay, pushing your pubic bone forwards and down, keeping that leg straight as you comfortably can. Feeling it in your hamstrings. Nice deep breath in. And then left foot joins right, forward fold. Bending the knees, arms out to the side. Raised arm pose. Pressing the fingers up to the ceiling. Coming onto your tippy toes, lifting and holding, being stable. And then nice deep breath in as you exhale, swallow dive into forward fold. Inhaling again, right leg comes back into lunge. Okay, hold for a couple of moments before we then rotate around again to the sides of the mat. Okay, now again adjust the position, toes facing slightly inwards. And then this time with your hands, palms to the floor but pushing back through your legs. Okay, and then try and bring the palms of your feet to the floor and then walk them out as far as you comfortably can. And then hold. Okay, gently pushing your bum to the ceiling, looking back through your legs. World looks different. Give a bit of a wiggle side to side. Okay, nice and slowly bring your hands back. Okay, bring your hands behind you, intertwine your fingers, press the backs of the hands to the ceiling. And then allow your hands to come forward over your head. Breathing, softening through your shoulders, feeling hips, knees, legs, lower back, upper back. Final breath, release, hands to the floor, keep flowing, come back to top of the mat again where we started. Again, release your hip flexors, pelvis, and then we're not going to come back through this time. We're going to bring that forward foot back into plank position. Okay, just holding in plank, try and get comfortable. We're going into side plank, so rolling over to left side first of all, sides of the feet. Okay, lift that upper hip, arms, or the upper arm pressing to the ceiling, open palm, palm facing me, hip lifted. Okay, release the hip, allow it to sink. Okay, press into the sides of your feet, inhale, come back up. Extend everything upwards, press into the sides of your feet, lifting the hip, release, come down again, and then press up, inhale, lift. Beautiful. Okay, nice and slowly come back into our normal plank. We're going to swap over, rolling the other side. Okay, again, arm up to the ceiling, lifting that left hip, or whichever hip's up. Nice deep breath in. Allow the lower hip to sink. Inhale, come back up. Press everything up. Arms in line, pressing into that foot and the hand on the floor, sides of those feet. Release, hip to the floor. Inhale, come back up. And then rolling back. Bring your knees to the floor. Come into tabletop. Tops of the feet to the floor. all 6 points. Okay, press into them. Okay, pull your belly up to your spine, support your lower back. Okay, tuck your chin in, everything's nicely straight. Nice and slowly, bum back to heels. Feel the stretch in your low back. Inhale, come forward, back up into tabletop. Soften the elbows, back towards your thighs, lift your chin. Come as far forward as you can, don't worry about how far, but if you can touch your chin on the floor, do so. Press back up. Bum back to heels. Allow everything to stretch backwards. Press into your hands, walk them a little bit further forward if you want a little bit more on the sides of your bod. Inhale, come back up. Soften the elbows, lift chin. Come down as far as you comfortably can. Press. Feel everything in your arms, bum back to heels. Let everything stretch away. Final time, inhale, coming up. Soften the elbows. Try not to allow the elbows to splay out to the sides. Press into your hands. Come back into extended child pose. Hold. And then nice and slowly, inhaling, coming back up to tabletop. And then release right arm first of all. Twisting around, nice deep breath in. As you exhale, threading the needle, that arm comes underneath the armpit, shoulders to the floor. It's the right side of head. Okay, now you can either straighten your left arm up to the top of the mat. Try not to crunch down into your neck, slight pressure into the side of your head, keeping your neck aligned or your spine aligned. Breathe, and then you can bring this upper arm back, bind it, wrap it around, try and tickle the top of your right thigh or the inside of it. Breathe. And then bring the hand back in front of your face, press into it, come back up. Swap over, so other arm comes up, twisting around, take a breath in. As you exhale, threading the needle, left arm under right armpit this time. Straighten the other arm along top of the mat. Remember, don't crunch down into your neck, press into the side of your head. Couple of breaths here, allow that twist to happen in your torso. Bind if you want, tickle the inner left thigh or top of the left thigh or head towards it. Hold and breathe. Release the hand in front of the face. Press, come up. Puppy pose, so walking the hands out. Okay, so front half downward dog, rear half tabletop, and then just keep walking the hands out a little bit. Bum back to heels if it gets a little bit too much for your shoulders and arms. Otherwise, extend as far as you can, melt the chest and the chin to the floor. Hold and breathe. Okay, and onto your forearms, flatten everything down. Okay, arms down by your sides, palms facing down. Feet together, squeeze heels, toes. Squeeze bum, pubic bone into the floor. Inhale, lift everything up. So backs of the hands to the ceiling. Lift the head. Breathe in. Exhale, flatten everything down. Inhale, bring everything up again. Really feel those muscles in your low back. Exhale, bring everything down. Final time, inhale, bring everything up. And then hands underneath your shoulders. Nice deep breath in, coming up into Cobra. Exhale, bum back to heels, tuck toes. Sit over. Come into a sitting position on the mat. Heels to the top of the mat. Engage the muscles of your legs. Flex the feet, spread the toes. Okay, try and spread them as far as you can. Try and bring your heels slightly off the floor. Helps if you just press into the backs of your legs. So press the backs of your knees to the floor. Okay, press into your sit bones. Arms up into staff pose. Nice deep breath in. As you exhale, twist around whichever way, right or left. Look at me or look away. Inhale, come back. Everything's engaged. Okay, we're squeezing those transverse abdominals as we twist one way or the other. Coming back, Okay, release the arms. You can relax through the legs. Press the backs of the hands away. Okay, re-engage the leg muscles. Lift the arms away. Try and remain sort of straight in the torso. A couple of breaths here. And then soften, fold forward. Lift the arms. Release, come into forward fold. Grab hold of whatever you can grab hold of. Soften the elbows. Remember, try and keep integrity in the spine. Try not to curl too much. Pushing your chest to your feet. Soften the elbows. Breathe. Nice and slowly, come back up. And then release the torso backwards. Arms forwards, intertwine fingers, press the fingers forward, thumbs crossed over the back, Kali Mudra. Okay, so we're engaging the core muscles. And nice and slowly, take a breath in. As you exhale, twist to the left-hand side. Now try and bring the fingers down to touch the floor as you twist. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, twist the other way. Bring the fingers to the floor. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, twist the other way. Fingers to the floor. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, twist, fingers to the floor. Come back up, one more either side. Exhale, twist, fingers to the floor. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, twist, fingers to the floor. Come back up. Okay, hold the Kali Mudra, keep pushing away. Feel the separation of your shoulder blades. Focus, squeeze your core. Okay, come as far as you can, and then if you can, lift your feet off the floor into this sort of engaged boat, half or boat position. It's full boat this. Okay, nice and slowly bring everything to the floor under control. Okay, arms come vertically upwards. Okay, relax everything to the floor and then bring your arms up and over your head. Press everything away. And then release your arms and then hover your arms out to the sides, palms facing up. Bring them all the way to your sides, hovering them. Okay, be as wide as you can and as long as you can in your arms. Okay, keep coming down to your sides with your hands. Inhale, come back up with your arms up and over your head. Give your body a lovely long stretch, point the toes, flex the feet. And then bring the arms over, pendulum over. Once they're vertical, start to lift your head and shoulders and then squeeze. Just try and lift up as far as you can, squeezing the core, pushing the fingers down, okay? So we're not lifting all the way up, we're just holding the core strong, squeezing forward towards your feet, engage the muscles of your legs, breathe. A couple of squeezes, release. Bend your knees as you come to position, arms down by your sides, palms facing down, into bridge pose, lifting your hips, pushing up to the ceiling, squeezing your bum, feeling your bum squeezed, press into your feet, squeeze your heels back to your shoulders, engage the whole of your hamstrings and glutes, keep pushing the hips up. Soften. Release, come back to the floor, cross your right ankle over the back of your left knee. Okay, just allow the hip to open a little bit. Okay, arms down by your sides, again into bridge pose. Okay, with a hip opener. Okay, up on one leg now, so it's press into that foot, lift. The more you press into the sole of your foot, the more you'll stabilize. And then press this bent right knee to the floor. Opening that hip, okay, so breathing, releasing, final breath, release to the floor, uncross, swap over, left ankle over back of right knee, take a couple of moments, press into that right foot, lift the hips, left knee presses to the floor, okay, opening that left hip, pressing the hips to the ceiling, breathing, release. Come back up. Okay, lift your legs, come into a sitting position on the floor. Okay, feel the lower back nicely pressed into the floor. If it isn't, press it into the floor. And then just hold in this position, arms up over your head. Okay, nice deep breath in. As you exhale, open the knees, bring your arms over, lift your head and shoulders, squeeze between your legs as you open them. Breathe and hold. Inhale, knees together, arms up and over. Take a breath in. Exhale, arms over, open knees, squeeze forward, hold the squeeze. Inhale, come back, knees together. And then release the feet to the floor, arms out to the sides, knees to the left-hand side. Spinal twist, shoulder blades nicely pinned to the floor. Okay, knees to the left, you can look out over the right shoulder. Try and soften everything through this right hip, right waist. Nice slow inhale, head back to the central position, release the knees to the right-hand side. Head goes to the left, shoulder blades pinned to the floor, soften through the left side of your bod. Nice and slowly, come back up. Lift your feet, straighten your legs to the ceiling. Okay, arms out to your side still. Soften through the knees, release your legs slowly towards the floor. Feel the weight. Press into your low back, don't allow it to arch until you tickle your heels onto the floor. And then soften, release everything. Arms down by your sides, palms facing up. Come into your final relaxation position, Savasana. Feel through your bod. Feel your low backs. Make sure as much of it is pressed to the floor as you can get. Tuck your chin in. Gently roll your head from side to side. Release the upper vertebrae. And then just start to relax. Scan your body, head to toes. Okay, let everything go, soften everything, release, let everything go floppy, relax it, focus on your breath, nice steady breathing in and out of your nostrils. Follow the flow of your breath, try and think about that exercise we did at the start where we press into the lower part of the lungs, front, side and back. Mid part of the lungs, front, side and back. Upper part of the lungs, front, side and back. A 9-part breath. Okay, 2 or 3 of those focused deep breaths. And then on your final deep inhale at the top, just retain your breath for a couple of moments. Rest in stillness, not breathing, holding, scanning your body, making sure everything's still relaxed, and then release that breath and come into your natural breath, okay? Just natural, long, deep, slow breaths. Don't force it, just a natural breath. Relax your facial muscles, your forehead particularly, eyes, mouth, cheeks, and neck. Relax your hands. Breathe in, relax, breathe out tension. Okay, gradually bring your awareness back to your body and the here and now. As you inhale, bring your arms up and over your head, give your body a lovely long stretch. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, flex the feet. Point the toes, take your time, and when you're ready, bend your knees, roll over to one side or the other, and then using your hand, press yourself back up to a comfortable sitting position. Okay, come into Prayer Mudra, nice straight spines, close your eyes, extend from hips through the crown of your head, and take 2 nice deep steady inhales, feeling through your body, appreciating Namaste. Thank you very much. See you next time.